Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I thought that I would talk to you about money today. And the reason is also because the personal development industry that I am in talks a lot about money. And I want you to understand it in your own way, because in the beginning it was triggering me a lot. Let me explain. So I remember I really wanted to work with a mentor after I worked with Bob Proctor. And I remember one of the girls who talked to me about getting into this other program with this other mentor, she said, "Oh, you have a money paradigm." And I swear, when I heard you have a money paradigm, I got so angry and triggered within me, because I was thinking, what does she mean? Number one, and it's a buzzword, and it's a word people just say to say it, and it made me super angry. But I thought, I want to work with this person, so I will have to figure this out. And I remember the task she gave me. And maybe you have also been given this task. She said, you have to write a letter to money. And I was like, okay, so what do I write in this letter? And she said, you have to go back and look at the pattern of money. And I felt so alone when she said that to me. And I was thinking, okay, so I started writing a letter from money, but I didn't really finish it, and I didn't do it from the heart, because the instruction I got from this person, number one, was not clear, and number two, she installed a paradigm that was called money paradigm on me, because it was a trend at this time to kind of do that. And I still think it is a trend, but I'm not saying that we don't have money paradigms. I'm just saying that is for you to discover your patterns. So what am I talking about? I will, through this channel, share stories of how I discovered my money paradigms and my stories that were holding me back. And it had to do with me remembering how my childhood was, or asking my sister how my mom and dad was with money, and how their parents again was with money. And you know what? It took me a couple of years to dare to have this conversation with my sister, and also feel okay about it, because I felt uncomfortable. But when I had the conversation with one of my sister, and by the way, I have 4 sisters, she told me that when we were little, Ingjerd, our mom used to bicycle around town to find the best deal. And then she would always come home and say, I found the best deal. It is so cheap. And we would always hear this when we were growing up. And as she said that to me, I remember, yeah, mom used to be out a lot. And I also wondered where my mom was when I was little. But she was out there to find the best deal, because we didn't have so much money. And she also used to borrow money from her father. And she was blessed that she could borrow money from her family, like her father, who was not a great guy. We will get into that in another episode. I always thought that everything kind of was okay then growing up, but I always had this, it's the best deal you get. You don't buy if you don't get a good deal. So I always wanted, when I was growing up, it was very kind of in to have these Levi's jeans, and I always wanted it, because there was a girl in the class when I was growing up. She had all the clothes all the jeans she wanted. And I remember I wanted to be her, and I wanted to have her parents, because it seemed like she got everything she wanted. It seemed like they loved her with giving her things. And I used to try to spend as much time with this girl as I could, just to have access to this richness. And when I got home and I asked for these things, I always got a no. And I thought that my parents were just cruel, saying no to me, because as a child, I didn't understand that they didn't have enough money to give me a Levi's jeans all the time. But I got it before school started every year. So I got it, but I didn't appreciate it. But I felt like asking for money or asking for clothes, I was always met with a no. And I felt like, okay, we don't have anything then. I can't ask, because I will always get a no. And as I was growing up, the first time I started to earn money, it was like it was burning in my wallet. I started thinking I have to spend it so that no one takes it away from me. And as I speak now, I want you to think about your pattern. As you were growing up, were you able to keep the money, or did you just spend it right away? The reason I'm saying this is because I noticed this pattern, and I noticed that I had this pattern till I grew quite old, in fact. And I started after a while, after a couple of years, the end of my 20s, to really take care of my money and make sure that I had enough till the end of the month. So for me, it was like, money is not safe to have. Someone will take it from me, and I have to spend it right away. That was my old pattern. But even though I learned to kind of have money till the end of the month, that pattern that I took with me is that I will never have enough. I will never be able to be rich. It was like I was looking at other people and seeing them as lucky. And this goes also a little bit to the belief, or you can call it paradigm, that I have about myself too. And it goes back to, and I will share in another video with you, the belief system paradigm I created around when they told me that I had dyslexia. Because these beliefs are so buried, and we are not seeing that they're holding us back until we meet a challenge, a situation that can help us go over. If it's a mountain, if it's a new job, whatever, or really investing in yourself. We're afraid to go, we're afraid of facing it. So instead we walk around it. So how this money belief system was hidden under and deeply buried in my subconscious mind was that I would get a lot of clients, but then some of the clients I started to get afraid of, would they pay me? Almost like I started to worry about their belief system that they had about themselves. But it was all rooted in my insecurity. If you think about when I was little, like I have to spend the money so no one takes it from me. Or so that is how like the belief system was transferred to another situation. So I had to start working on, all my clients pay me. Some pay me in full, some pay me in installments, and I don't entertain that they are not paying. And I had to also look at if I hadn't paid people before, like from when I was growing up until now. And there was a situation when I was growing up where I didn't pay people back. So I had to forgive myself, and I started paying a couple of people that I still was in contact with back, that I had a number to. And it was such a good feeling. Even my mother, that I had borrowed over time money from, I started to pay her back. And as I did that, everything started to shift. But most importantly, the belief system that I had about me and my clients changed. And also, this mentor that I wanted to work with, the money showed up. And it showed up because after a while, I started working on myself. So I want you to know that if you want something badly, you're gonna find a way, if it's to find the money or if it's to shift a belief system in you, you're gonna find a way to do it without compromising with the law of the universe. And you may say, oh my God, now she's getting a bit woohoo. But I tell you, I have tried also during this time that I am in this industry to not attract the money to me the right way. And it always fires back. And that was a lesson that I was gonna learn to believe in myself. So there's a science to everything. You gotta be kind and nice to everyone, but you also gotta speak up for yourself if you feel like someone are treating you wrong. You're not cruel, you're just setting boundaries. And remember this, if you have people around you that takes your energy and they're not kind of giving you energy, and it's like, I give you 50% of my time here and love, but you're not getting this back. You're just getting someone who takes from. You're allowed to have that conversation and go within and figure out, is this a friendship I want to be in? Is this a relationship I want to be in? Or if this is family, how can I find a way for this to work? I'm not saying cut people off. I think that is the kind of easy way out. I'm saying figure out for you what you want to do. Take the choices you want to take. You don't have to ask anyone for approval. You do what you want to do. And then if you feel lighter, that's your sign that you're in the right direction. So I just wanted to talk to you about money today and how everything is connected. And also that it's not sinful or it's not shameful to talk about it, because through the journey of life, of everything, you experience up and down with money. Sometimes you have a lot, sometimes you have a little bit, and it's okay. You're human. So have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I see you soon.